AI has emerged as a transformative force in the world today. India is set to host AI Impact Summit. It will bring together global leaders, policymakers, technology companies, innovators and other stakeholders on the same platform to talk about, demonstrate and also deliberate on the potential of AI in diverse domains. To talk about it, I have with me Ayush Gupta, founder and CEO Genloop. Genloop is an AI startup that specializes in building domain-specific large language models. Ayush, welcome to DD India.
Thank you so much for having me here.
And if you can first help simplify for us the vocabulary of AI. What is an LLM? What does your startup do?
Sure. So LLM are large language models. Yeah. So language modeling has been an old concept. Like for me personally, I was doing language modeling for the past 8-9 years. Yeah. Now close to the ChatGPT domains or like closer to 2020 plus, it became very large. So the parameters became very large. A lot of non-linear connections started coming up, and that is how it started remembering and reasoning about a lot of things. So it's language models made large. Genloop also started close to the ChatGPT time when we saw that this technology is really transforming how we do things. So we started as a research lab trying to make them more reliable for enterprise production. We've been huge proponents of smaller language models. So those are the models in the category of 1 billion parameters to 8 billion parameters. And large are more like 8 to 100 and even more like, there's some models that go to 1 trillion parameters or so. So we started as a research lab doing that. Started with continual pre-training, fine-tuning and all these technologies. Now with the government support are also training foundational models from scratch. That's a really inspiring effort that we have started to take. Right. And on top of that, we have this enterprise offering where we are building AI data analysts that sit on the enterprise data universe and try to automate data requests, helping everyone with data-driven decisions.
Right. And Ayush, we learned that you were one of the 12 startups that Prime Minister Narendra Modi engaged with ahead of the AI Impact Summit. Can you recall that meeting for us? What happened? And what is your sense of how Prime Minister articulates the significance of AI in the days ahead?
Perfect. So, first of all, very fortunate that the Prime Minister spared 2+ hours to meet with us, share his insights and also listen from us what are the priorities, etc. in the AI space and how India can take leadership. So the first 1.5 hours were about strategic discussions, a closed-door roundtable conversation where everyone was going around discussing what they are doing. The Prime Minister was very observant. Very keen on understanding things, very quippy also at times and lightened the mood around. And after that, there was this informal conversation where we were discussing more freely on the government's perspectives, what we think could be important, etc. Now, what really struck me was the Prime Minister is very mature in his understanding of AI. His expectations are very much like an expert, what could be achieved with this technology. We are still in the early phases of what AI could do. All these demos and prototypes, there's a gap between what they achieve and what could be put into production for the scale of India. So that was really something that stood out for me.
Great. And let's now talk about the AI Impact Summit. Why is it significant? And the fact that India is hosting it is said to be one of the biggest such AI events in the global south. How do you see the significance of it?
No, it's a really big summit. The Prime Minister also emphasized that how can we make this not just Bharat Mein Summit, but Bharat Ka Summit. And I really appreciate the entire government's effort to make this, a unifying call for all the AI enthusiasts and all the people who are interested in technology to come together to make this summit a success. We have seen so many pre-summit events happening all across India. So many leaders coming down to the Impact Summit, and this is really like the Olympics of sports. This is the Olympics of AI and technology, and it would be great to kind of motivate a lot of young people, developers, etc. to take up AI with more force and contribute to the technology landscape of India.
Right. A little more on that, Ayush. What are likely to be the key takeaways? What can the youth interested in technology, getting trained in technology and AI, can expect from the summit?
Sure. So there are a lot of focus areas for the summit, like apart from different conversations, demos, workshops, etc. There is sessions around how AI can impact governance, how AI can impact healthcare, how it can impact education. So there's something for everyone, every policy maker, every citizen, every tech enthusiast to take something away from the summit. So in those 4-day summits, 16 to 20, People can come, understand how different people are doing things, what other companies are making, and what could be the new ways that AI could impact a particular domain or vertical that they are interested in. Also, possibly how they can incorporate AI in their daily life and make things, new tech.
Right. In the same flow, in terms of both talent and AI ecosystem, hardware, if I may say, what is your assessment of where India stands today in global AI ecosystem?
So, Stanford's latest ranking puts India third on the preparedness for AI, and it says we have the biggest talent pool available for AI. No one has doubt that we could become the biggest AI servicing nation, but there's a huge focus on how we can become a product nation as well in terms of AI, and then how we can, race ahead in terms of building foundational models.
By product, you mean a country that produces AI solutions, not just skilled
not
AI.
just servicing, but produces AI products like the Facebook did for the social media world. Could we have, world transforming products and technologies in AI coming out of India? The government has been, really hands-on on promoting the 5 pillars of the AI world, like starting from energy. They have privatized the nuclear energy space. So clean energy can be made available for training of these models, because these models are very energy hungry. Not just training them, inferencing them takes a lot of energy. On the compute side, they have put a lot of focus into making that compute available through NVIDIA and subsidizing it through the India AI mission as well. And then model, application, infra, all these layers the government is supporting and acting like a catalyst. I believe it's people like us, companies like us, who will have to take the cue and race ahead. But I really appreciate the steps government is taking to become a catalyst in this space.
Right, and given AI is as a ecosystem is new for many people to understand, what is your sense of the road ahead for the future of work and economy? What are the opportunities and challenges that you recognize?
So today AI has become very democratic, honestly. So it's not really a big challenge for someone to understand AI anymore. People can see AI in different facets of their life. Like everyone in their work is using technologies like ChatGPT. Around 900 million users will be using AI in some form or the other, through chatbots, through media houses that are using technology to kind of present the news, etc. So understanding AI is getting simpler day by day. You don't have to sit up with those clunky machines, GPUs, etc. to get a first-hand feel of AI. You can feel it, really through applications that are built on top. So I think people are becoming more aware of this day by day. A lot of people already use ChatGPT. India is the second biggest user of technologies like ChatGPT today. So I'm really, really optimistic on how the AI literacy in India is taking up.
Right, and any concerns that you'd like to flag as somebody who is in fact running a startup in the domain?
So one key focus area for us has always been, how can you look beyond the demos and the prototypes to create actual impact, the actual ROI of AI. So that is always a focus for us, and that is an important debate around the world as well. How can we move AI beyond those demos and have real world impact, the real ROI? The second is, AI systems like that we have today, they're probabilistic. So they are prone to hallucination, they are prone to making errors. So how do we make systems that don't hallucinate, don't give wrong information, and that could have a huge impact in the healthcare space if someone is taking actions on those wrong informations. So there are 2 key aspects on how, the concern areas where we should work on AI.
Right, on that note, Ayush, thank you very much for joining us on DD India and sharing your perspective.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. A pleasure joining you all.
Thank you.